Previously on Shannons Supercar Showdown, 7 rookies faced the mountain.
Oh.
Sam struggled.
No.
While teenager Cam slammed it.
Oh.
And one mistake on the cornering test
Well, I've stuffed it up.
sent Amber home in tears. 6 contestants remain. Who will Rick and Todd eliminate next?
I'm going to take on the mountain.
I have passion,
Belief.
Fear.
It takes more than just speed. I've got to be stronger, smarter.
know when to hold back, endurance, fitness.
Fame, endorsements.
Hello and welcome to the show. We're almost at the halfway mark to find the very first V8 supercar driver for the Shannons Mars racing team. 6 up-and-coming drivers are left with their shot at their big dream to race amongst the pros at the Super Cheap Auto Bathurst 1000. Today, our 6 surviving contestants are about to face a killer challenge.
I'll put my hand up, I reckon it'll be pretty bad.
Dave keeps talking himself down, so apparently he isn't very good at fitness.
Cam has some pretty lean legs on him with no wind resistance.
Dave's been saying he's going to be doing the worst, but then again, maybe he's just, playing the game and he's actually been training for it. Who knows?
Today it's time to hit the Mars Fitness Reward Challenge. We've called in Kelly Racing's fitness guru, Damian Prasad, to see how fit you guys really are. Today's reward challenge is unique. How you perform here will contribute to the elimination later in the show.
I knew I was in deep trouble because I know that it definitely isn't one of my strong points.
The winner of this reward challenge will get to rest and recuperate with a wonderful layabout package at the Enduro Spa. So guys, good luck.
You need to be very strong, especially gear changes and your steering inputs. To keep that on for an hour at a time for your stint at Bathurst is quite hard.
I've come a long way here and I want to win it. This could easily change my life for good if I win this. Go.
Damian is testing core stability. Strength here allows race drivers to handle G-forces on a racetrack.
Keep your position, Andrew. Keep your position strong. Come on. I'm thinking of being at Bathurst. Anyway, well done.
How long do you hold the plank for? A couple of minutes?
4:30.
4.5.
Rick's top at like 6:30.
I need a bit more of this.
Come on. Come on. Yep. That's you, 4.
If the girls think that Damian will go easier on them, they're in for a shock.
Nah.
Well done. So 4.
As everyone knows, it's upper body, for 6 hours at Bathurst in a race car, and she really struggled with that, so to me that's a pretty big concern.
Time for young Cam to step up.
Throughout the races, the muscle endurance that's required for the corners, the G-forces, the braking forces are incredible. Let's say, for example, there's a circuit which has 15 corners. You've got over 450 braking manoeuvres, so that's a lot of repetition required by the braking leg.
9. Come on, push through.
All the competitors are aware their performance here counts towards elimination.
28.
Okay, go.
So, if Hayley doesn't push it to the limit, she could be in trouble.
Push.
I'm pushing.
Come on, stay tough.
Like I'm having a baby.
Two minutes now. Great work. Come on. Well done. Good job. Well done, Hal. Great work.
Coming up, have a look.
Not good, is it? Not good at all.
Deadly Dave is 11-time Australian karting champion, but is he fit to drive a V8?
So first one we'll do is the bench press. Have you done the bench before?
Yeah, maybe once. Fitness training was definitely going to be my worst challenge, you could say. Obviously my nightmares came true when I saw the gym.
Stick to the beat. Okay, keep continuing.
I can't go anymore. I reckon I can't go anymore.
13. I'm sure he's had a lot of success in karting due to his talent, but at this level it just doesn't kick it.
I just can't. I'm very sorry.
Mate, you'll be right. Just give it everything you got here.
Give it a crack, no drama. This is where you find out where you are, where you sit, okay? Go for those drivers. 37.
He did a very bad job, and understandably, there's a lot riding on this, and he got pretty emotional about it.
Yeah, my fitness has always been.
Okay. But you said it, you're not doing anything about it. No. Now's the time for change. Why not now? Why not now? This is where it starts. Okay, we've made it to the final test of the day, which is the beep test to test your aerobic endurance. We're going to work over this 20-metre line. Your foot must touch on or past the line. If you miss 2 successive line touches, your test will be terminated.
I'm hoping that the beep test is going to go much better than how I went in the gym.
Start jogging.
As I'm running up and down, I'm just trying to focus on the fact that, if I get through this, there's more and more potential for me to be racing at Bathurst.
Hayley, pick this one up. Keep going, you make the next beat. Come on. Push, push, push. Okay, Hayley. 7-6.
Hayley's out early.
I don't think Rick and Todd were very happy with me being the first one out.
If you're driving around in a race car and you decide you're too hot and you might just give up, I mean, you can't do that at Bathurst.
Make the next beep, Sam. Come on, you can do it. That's good.
I just really kept focusing on my breathing and trying to keep my timing in with that beep.
Yep, you're on, Sam. Come on.
The legs are screaming. It's starting to feel a bit weaker.
Sam has hit the wall. She's out of breath and maybe out of time.
The legs are screaming. It's starting to feel a bit weaker. So I'm just trying to keep my breakfast in my stomach, really.
Driving instructor Sam is out. The way she's going, she could also be out of the competition.
I gave it everything in that fitness test, but I just had to put my head in my arms and really concentrate on the breathing for a while.
Kelly Racing Team sports scientist Damian Prasad is testing the group's stamina.
Come on, make this beep, David. Come on.
Probably a little bit relieved that I wasn't the first to exit the beep test, but obviously still a bit disappointed that I'm not up to the level of some of the other guys out there who I'm competing against.
Nick's run is over, and Todd Kelly can't believe what he's seeing.
There's probably at least half of the group, realistically, just aren't going to be able to drive the race car around Bathurst.
Come on, boys. This is a game of survival of the fittest. Let's push through.
I wanted to win, obviously. I'm pretty disappointed in myself that I didn't get the win there.
As soon as Andrew went out, I was really surprised. I thought he would have taken up to the challenge a little bit more than he did. Overall, I'm extremely happy.
Cam the Kid has stuck it out for a win. And as the stakes go up, this competition is starting to overheat.
I was the most disappointed I've been because I want to win it, and I'm not here for any other reason.
Today, particularly in the beat test, Sam and Andy, you guys absolutely gave it your all until you had nothing left, and that was fabulous to see. But the person who will be relaxing in the enduro spa is Cam Waters. Well done. Now, one of your fellow contestants is going to love you because you get to take someone with you. Who's it going to be?
My mate Nick. I've never been to a day spa before, either as Nick, so a bit of an experience for both of us.
With the results of the Mars Reward Challenge counting towards elimination, it's the bottom 3 on the leaderboard who are in serious trouble.
It's going to help those muscles that we have to stand on, walk around on, lift with every day.
These are the same tests that Rick and I and Greg Murphy and Dave Reynolds do regularly, and we know what it feels like in a car. You still get very tired even when you are very strong. If you lose concentration, you can ride off a $400,000 or $500,000 race car.
So, Group 1.
As the Kelly team's sports scientist, Damo is responsible for keeping the drivers and the crew racing fit.
And if everyone puts in their part, we're a stronger, more robust team. Yeah, it's not true that the drivers just sit in the car and steer the wheel and hit the brakes and the accelerator. They're elite athletes. Go! Yeah, their heart and lungs are working. They're reaching thresholds of 170, 180 beats per minute. Come on, guys, push through! They're painful sessions, they're not meant to be comfortable. When it comes to the crunch, we're at Bathurst. This is where it counts, but we're all in it together. Yep, keep the heel down. Pit crew's training is very much like an athlete's. The wheel weighs over 20 kilograms. They have to get down low into a squat position, pull that wheel off, sustain that position, put the wheel back on. So it's a very much an athletic, highly skilled manoeuvre that they've got to do.
It was a bit different that the two of us were in there. I think the people in the spa were a bit shocked to see us in there, but it's all good.
I think Hayley and Samantha will be really hating us at the moment.
This is life.
Next, it's an elimination battle of the sexes.
That backwards.
And then, the Bathurst dream ends for one of our contestants.
Well guys, welcome to the racetrack, a place where Todd and I spend a fair bit of time. Today's challenge, you'll be asked to complete 2 laps of our new course before entering the pits for a driver change. And then the new driver will complete a further 2 laps of the course to finish off.
We will be timing your laps, but this one is all about teamwork. Remember, someone will be going home today.
It's pretty slippy out there, obviously it's rain, so you've got to watch yourself into the braking areas. On the pit stops, make sure the belts are in the right position so when Dave gets in it makes it easier, because if I fly out as quick as I probably can, then it'll just completely screw him getting up because all my belts will be down and stuff.
Our rookies have paired up to complete 4 laps, changing drivers halfway. Dave's teammate Andy is at the wheel.
Ready? Go!
So after Dave's poor showing in the gym, this is a matter of survival.
Watch your pit lane speed, watch your pit lane speed.
Right to go.
So when I exited out of pit lane, I had a bit of a drama getting from first, second gear.
Oh, he missed a gear, which is expected. I mean, he hasn't driven much else apart from a go-kart. You hit any cones, bud?
No.
Nah. Good work.
So if I start first, maybe then we'll... Today we had an all-girl team versus 2 teams of guys.
Go.
It's not the time to really stop and reflect on where we've come from though, but really focus on how am I going to continue going further forward in this competition.
Still a pretty tidy job.
Go.
Left shoulder strap's twisted.
Yeah, we had a little delay in the driver swap. It's definitely set us back a few seconds, which weren't ideal. So we're just hoping to make that up with faster lap times.
How'd the lap go?
No, stop. That was good. We did good.
Cam and Nick are like a well-oiled machine.
You know how he said to go second?
Yeah.
And you just fly it.
When you jump in the car, everything stops, you know. That's what we're here for. We're here to race.
First time we've ever done a driver change, both me and Cam, and so we're pretty happy with it. It was pretty quick. It's no Bathurst, but it was pretty smooth.
Go. That was a really good driver change.
I did a pretty good lap. I only hit one cone though, so that was my only issue. But
We saw that.
Nailed it. Now it's decision time.
Well, it's the first time I've had two challenges to work from to eliminate someone. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, I was very surprised and somewhat disappointed really with Hayley. She didn't really max out on the beep test.
Keep going, Hayley.
Dave Sarah was an interesting one. He's very fit, go-kart wise, but not for what we need for Bathurst.
I'm very sorry. But when you compare Dave with Hayley, you know, it's tough to get rid of a bloke with that much talent. It's going to be a hard one.
Yeah, look, I'm definitely a good candidate to go home tonight, but also there's a few other people who had difficulties out there today.
I slipped up in that driver changeover. It was really my mistake. So, you know, in this competition we've seen that one mistake can take you out.
Hey guys, well, another tough week, particularly with the fitness test. Actually, this is the first week that Todd and myself have had a couple of arguments while making this decision.
It might be me going home. It's the first time I've ever felt like this really in the whole competition.
Hayley's definitely out of her depth.
There are 6 drivers left in this competition, and that's about to become 5. If we pick up your helmet, you'll be going home tonight.
Dave Sarah. Sorry, mate. Bad luck.
No problem. Did a good job, mate.
Cheers. When they called my name, obviously, I was disappointed to see my helmet being picked up, but also I knew it wasn't one of my greatest days out there, so you can kind of understand where Todd and Rick are coming from.
No party's over.
Good job.
I was really surprised that they picked up Dave's helmet. For sure, I thought my time was up.
Yeah, I think Hayley should have been the one going home tonight. You know, we caught a glimpse of their driver change and her driving, and it was pretty average, to be honest.
A tough call for the Kellys. The talented Dave Sarah is out. That brings us to the halfway mark, and just 5 remain in the race for Bathurst.
You've got a crazy amount of natural ability, seeing what you've done, and you're really the only person in this competition that hasn't really spent a lot of time in a car, especially like a race car or a manual. So to get to this point, Rick and I are well impressed with what you've done.
Thank you.
Like I said, you've got a huge amount of natural ability which you can't teach someone.
It's disappointing to know that I won't be driving at Bathurst under the great Kelly banner. I'm not giving up hope of not racing there one day. You know, I would have liked to have raced with them because I think I've got a lot to offer. Yeah, I still keep my head high. Did a pretty good job, I think.
You've seen them blasting around the track. Now, thanks to Shannons, the insurer for motoring enthusiasts who love cars just as much as you do, you could win the awesome Renault Megane RS250 Cup Trophy valued at $48,000.
That's right, Rick. One of our 3 Shannons Supercar Showdown challenge cars is up for grabs. From one of the largest manufacturers of racing cars in the world, Renault Sport, this awesome bit of kit boasts a 2-litre turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, cranking out 184 kilowatts of power.
And add to this, Grant, Recaro racing seats, 4-pot Brembo brakes and 19-inch alloys, and you've got one very good reason to enter.
Plus, you'll be completely covered because the Megane also comes with 12 months of Shannons comprehensive insurance. Sensational. To enter this exciting competition, visit our website, shannonssupercarshowdown.com.au. Next time, they sure can drive, but this rookie is going nowhere fast.
Can I bring someone to help me? A tow truck? Anyone?
Todd, the family man, trades 4 wheels for 2. And Nick's mistake puts him squarely in the Kelly's sights.
Oh.